Casanat, who seems to be going through a lot right now. Kai is going through a mental breakdown online. Kai doesn't know what he doesn't want to stream anymore. He wants to make clothing now. And he's just going through a lot. I really like the young brother, very impressed by him. Matter of fact, he is my motivation to get up on here and stream every day. However, it seems as if, in this social media game, you build until now you on a high wire, right? It's like the circus or some shit. And you so high up and everybody's watching and you kind of walking and you balancing it. And the high wire act is endless. That shit it stretches for miles and miles and miles. And the young man is tired. He's tired. But one of the things I think in regards to Casanat, and I had checked him out because the streaming, this is a new day and age. The kids are really excited about streaming and just watching people. That's the big thing now, to just watch people live their lives. It's no longer what we grew up watching, a 30-minute sitcom that was written and you had great actors and great comedians and timing. Now, these children now would much rather prefer to just watch other kids live life. So none of these kids, I guess the new generation, they are very much so isolated, and maybe they're not living life and they're only living their lives through these screens. Now, Kai is stressed out now. And I'm going to tell y'all, I think I know what happened. Um, Now, shout out to Kevin. Kevin Hart kind of put Kai on the map in the sense of, like, just giving them, I guess, guidance and tutelage. But with that is going to come a lot of the industry, right? So you get a lot of vultures with that shit, right? So, like, when Kevin showed up over there, other stars and other people in Hollywood that are dying, these people, they don't know where the next meal is coming from. These people are seeing this. They're seeing the attention that this young man can generate. Now, as these other big stars are seeing this attention, baggage comes with these big stars that were coming into that basement. Their agents, their managers, now they want to get other clients on. Now the vultures have started to land on the back of this child because now they need the attention, because the Casanats, the Drewskis, the Desies, they have the eyeballs. Okay. And these people, these vultures and the bloodsuckers in Hollywood don't care. So I feel that a lot of this is due to that. His kid is being pulled every which way. He's producing probably 2 or 3 million a month on his channel, and these people want a piece of that. And now that entertainment has been flatlined by the internet, there's no more monopoly on Hollywood. And this is a nice kid, and people are trying to more than likely take advantage of him. Now, this is just an assumption that I have. I could be wrong. But I was watching him as he talked to his mom. He was sitting depressed, talking to his mom, and I'm going to show you guys this real quick. We're going to watch Kai talk to his mom. Okay, let me switch my screen. Let me share my other screen here. I'm getting better at this, y'all. I'm getting quicker. And let me switch my sound so y'all can hear it. Okay, here we go. So this is Kai's mom, and he's sitting down with his mom, which seems to be out in the desert there by the rocks. His mom is a beautiful young lady. Let's take a look at this.
I know it at times. Usually I'm able to Usually I'm able to handle a lot of stuff by myself and find ways through it. But I just needed some advice on just pursuing life and goals that I have to like try to find the confidence and the real commitment to pursue them. Because usually at the times I've achieved so much and I've been able to knock down goals I always wanted to do, and my mindset in my head, it's just like a lot of self-doubt. I'm not even depressed. I'm not sad. It's just for some reason I'm having like a lot of self-doubt because it's out of fear of stepping back from what I'm primarily known for, which is content creation, and pursuing in another goal. One thing I wanted to ask you was like, how do you at times get over self-doubt or voices in your head saying that it's over, or voices in your head saying you might not be able to do it?
Well, first things first, you cannot let your mental take over. Some people are strong, some people are weak. When the voices in your head start coming, it's pushing you either to give up or keep going.
Very, very interesting. Yeah, he wants to get out of streaming and he wants to start a clothing line. However, the streaming is keeping the lights on. The streaming, that's where all the money is. But he's made more than enough money, I'm quite sure. So he wants to and this should be a signal, to the rest of the streaming world, because I don't know where this shit ends. I don't know if you keep streaming to the point where now you got to shove a camera up your ass. You just straight like all day of this and giving of self. I guess it could be mentally and emotionally draining. And then on top of that, he's at the very tippy top of the streaming world where he has the vultures on his ass. And, but he is a good kid. And also, too, I saw him where he's trying to better himself. And that's a big thing. He's being vulnerable online. He's trying to better himself. He's taking everybody on a journey. And he's still somewhat streaming. So we are still here on this highwire act. We're still on the highwire balancing that. And this is him. It looked like he was trying to read. I'm gonna show y'all that too real quick. Let me put that on there. There we go.
Spontaneity. How do I pronounce that? Spontaneity.
Oh boy. Oh boy. The spontaneity.
Oftentimes when I don't know what a word is pronounced, I get to look at how it's pronounced and what it even means.
Spontaneity.
I don't think this baby can read. I don't think this boy can read. I don't think this boy can read. This speaks to a greater problem with our New York public school systems. However, he might not be the best reader, but he's made millions and millions of dollars, which is good. But I hope he didn't sign no contracts.
Spontaneity, the condition of being spontaneous. Spontaneity. And spontaneity of life. Hardly such questions set up a false what does that mean?
Whoa, what the hell is going on? Is he just playing right now? Is this real? Is he playing or is this real? Or am I true? I don't want to seem to be mean here because he's made millions. And look, understand this, people. In America, making millions of dollars doesn't require any like level of I guess, school intelligence. You can make millions without knowing how to enunciate or understanding pronouns and verbs. And that is the beauty of our country. Don't forget that. But here's the thing. This is a great thing because he's showing us the vulnerability that he has. I'm not making fun of the young man, even though he's a 24-year-old grown-ass man. I'm not making fun of him. I have empathy because he could be my son. This is my son I'm looking at.
Dichotomy. A false dichotomy. What does that mean?
He got it. He got it, y'all.
Like division or
he got it. Did you see that? He got it.
Or represented as being opposed.
And this is also a great thing too, because if any of you are having trouble reading, you could go to your phone and Gemini will help you sound out those words. Gemini and ChatGPT can help you sound out your vowels and enunciate properly. And the New York City public school system, y'all should be a fucking ashamed of yourselves, okay? You putting people out into the world that can barely read. And you know what that makes us? A permanent underclass. A permanent underclass. This is a representative. Yes, this is the one child. This is the one child out of the hundreds of millions of children that have come through that public school system who made it to the top of the mountain to become a celebrity, an entertainer, and a star. And this is what happens to a lot of stars, because a lot of celebrities have trouble doing arithmetic, reading, and writing. And what ends up happening, they get taken advantage of. You get these nasty managers and agents who can actually read and write, who trap these people in contracts that they can't get out of. Now they're depressed. Now they're mad, and the drugs begin. And then they blame, when the person gets on the drugs and goes crazy, they blame that person. And then they get another person that's super talented that can barely read or write, and they take advantage of that person. It's a perpetual cycle. These people are vultures. They're vultures. And then if you get a person that's somewhat smart and talented, and I'm not calling myself smart, but I'm okay. But if you get a person that's smart, talented, who can actually read the contracts, then that person in Hollywood is typically banished. Because when you can read the contract and you question the contract, that's when you are labeled difficult to work with, because you won't let them fuck you. And this is where we at in society.
Or entirely different. Repeated branching into two equal dichotomy.
Please have your children read at least 20 to 30 minutes a day. I just got a report, and I don't mean to brag, but my son is reading. He's in 5th grade reading right now at a 10th grade level. And that's thanks to his mom, because I'm so in this motherfucker trying to make content and shit. His mother, my wife, is doing an excellent job with our son. So shout out to my wife for that. I got that boy a good mama. I got him a good mama. And it's a great in a great school, and I'm trying to hustle to pay this tuition. So please join my Patreon, because that helps us in this household. And that could help another Black child, right, who will know how to read. That's all I'm saying. So please sign up for my Patreon. You're not just signing up for anything. You are helping a Black family. This is Black excellence right here. Okay? But my prayers definitely go out to Kai, man. You know what I mean? I want the young brother to win. I saw some of his clothing line. The clothes look pretty cool. It looks good. Let's look at some of his clothes. Let me look at some of Kai's clothes. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all love rocking with me this morning. We about 17 minutes in. Can we look at some of Kai Cenat's clothes? Let's check out some of his clothes. Clothing brand. Okay. And then I think another thing that hurt Kai, man, the girl just played him. That girl just, you know what I mean? She broke his heart. And that is just horrific. You know, I got my heart broke when I was young and in college. I was 19. But to get your heart broken, be like a big famous streamer in front of the world where this young lady snatched this young brother's heart out of his chest and threw it on the floor and busted it in like a million pieces like it was a Lego for the world to see. And then the world can come in and judge and laugh. And he's in pain. He is in pain. I want to see, let me pull this up, Vivint Clothing. I like the name too. That's pretty cool. That's a good name. Where is his clothing line? Okay. Let's go into the showroom. Okay. I believe this is Kai's clothes. Let's see. Okay. All right. It looked pretty cool. You know what I mean? I try to buy me a couple of beers, and I'm going to support him too. He got the joggers, the hoodie. Very nice. It looks pretty good. Look like the young kids. I love this stuff. I love the labels. It looks pretty good. It doesn't look bad. But I would tell him, though, like on some OG shit, man, keep streaming and sell your clothes while you're streaming, bro, because you could go crazy. Uh-oh, guess what we got came in? Check that out, man. Little Earl. Shout out to Little Earl. Little Earl, you didn't have to do that, Earl. Little Earl opened up for me, man. We just left Philly. We did Baltimore. And Earl, you go see him with me. We'll be in New York at the City Winery. So shout out to Earl. Shout out to Earl for the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. And then I'm going to call and roast your ass when I get off this phone. My nigga, Little Earl. Yeah, this is really nice. Shout out to Kai, man. This is nice, bro. Like, this shit looks good. It looks good. What do y'all think about the clothes? I like them. I'm going to support him. I'm definitely going to support him. I love that. I love that. And Kai, too, even though, you know, he might have trouble reading, he's a very smart kid. You know what I mean? Because they were trying to put money in his face, trying to buy all his shit, trying to buy his streaming site, and he didn't sell. And a lot of people I know that are very good in arithmetic and math, they would have sold out immediately. So shout out to Casanat. Shout out to this brother for bettering himself. Shout out to him for trying. And I got nothing but love for him, right? Because he's doing good. He's a positive young man. You know, he's not like a lot of these other little YN niggas that want to go shoot and cause trouble and harm people. Those are the ones I got a problem with. Them little fuckers thinking they tough and shit, but they just come from trauma. And I have empathy for some of them too, because a lot of them are from they traumatized. You know what I mean? And they act out their trauma on other people. So that's what it is, man. That would be a good thing. Yes, Kai should link with Kanye. I would love to see a Kai Cenat Kanye collab. I would definitely support that. That would be a good thing, man. Somebody came in there. I applaud Kid for the change of package. You talk about your change from being a pharmacist to a comedian.